Okay, here we go, using the background remover. First, we're going to go up to Insert, and we're going to insert a picture. I'm going to take a picture from here. Let's do, let's do this one. This is my professor's. All right, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit so it's a little bit bigger and you can see it okay. It's going to kind of distort the pixelation, but that's all right. So now because I have this picture selected, it's got the dots around it, I have my Picture Tools Contextual tab up here. All right, all the way over to the left is Remove Background. So if I click on Remove Background, it puts a pink on the picture. This inside, I'm able to move it around so that I can get as much of the picture that I want without doing too much else. So the first thing you want to do is adjust this to the best of your ability to get as much of the information as you want saved. Anything that's in pink will be deleted. So if I was to click on this, notice it added another table or tab here. If I was to click on Keep Changes Now, I would only have her head and he'd be missing an arm. All right. Now, I can go back to my Remove Background and get it back to the way it was. To keep areas, so to make things not pink anymore, I can click on Mark to Keep Areas. If there's an area that is marked to remove and I want to keep it, I can mark areas to remove. Here's where I can delete my marks, and here's where I can discard all changes. Typically, you don't want to do that unless you just totally screwed it up. So I'm going to mark areas to keep. Notice it's now selected and it's bold, or it's got like a blue color on it. So I'm going to keep part of her shirt, and so I click and I drag, and it gives me a line. If I just click once, it just gives me a dot most of the time. But sometimes it will also remove portions, sometimes it doesn't. So now I'm going to delete that mark because it took away part of my information. I'm going to click on Mark Areas to Keep so that I can mark everything that is in pink that I want to keep. Part of his hair is still up here and it's pink, so I'm just going to kind of click and drag. Now there's part of his face. I'm going to click and drag. Now there are things that are now lit up that I don't want to keep, so I'm going to mark areas to remove. I want to remove whatever this is that came up back here. I want to remove this little area around his head. There's another little white area right here. And I can't really tell if that's a white area due to light, so I'm going to click Keep Changes. And so you can see some of the background is removed. I need to remove this over here, so I'm going to go back into my Remove Background. Mark areas to remove. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove part of this little corner. A little bit more. Now I got to mark some of his finger. To keep part of his finger there. I'm going to take a look at it, click Keep Changes, and so I can kind of see the information. Now, if I click away, now my tabs are all gone, my special tabs that I had up here. And I can tell that I now have this as a picture that has no background because I can go and on my page layout, is it my page layout? maybe it's my design. It's my design. On my design tab, I can go over here and I can change the color of my page, and you can see that we have a picture with no background now. So that is how you do that. Now, you may need to make a little bit of an adjustment here and there. Again, all we have to do is click on the picture, go to our Picture Tools Contextual tab, click on that format, that word format, go over to Remove Background, and we can go in and adjust, again, anything that we need to adjust. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. By the way, we can also, if you do have a lot of space, we can also go over here on our Picture Tools Contextual tab when we have our picture selected to the Format group, and we can come over here to our Size group, and we can click on Crop, and we can actually crop it so that it even has less space. And so you just use those little plungers to scooch in. And that just saves. Once you click away, the rest of it's gone. So now my picture is smaller. And that just allows you to be able to do that, to save it as a smaller file. Then whenever you get it however you want it, I am going to change my background back to white. Page color back to white. Now I'm going to go ahead and save my picture. It will open up and I can name it. I'm going to call it Professors. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And so now I have this smaller picture saved and I can put it anywhere that I need to put it. All right, I hope that helps.